Hello, everyone. Before we get started, I am just going to apologize in advance for the sniffly nose that's happening. I seem to be having allergies or starting cold or something. I was just watching a video of Teal Swan and Ralph Smart. They're two spiritual teachers in the spiritual New Age community. They are both really, really wise and amazing. And they were talking about coming to planet Earth and then how intense it is and how it's one of the most, it is the most intense learning experience you can have in the universe. That's why souls want to come here. And it made me think about how hard we are on ourselves. This is something I'm actually dealing with personally, and my friend Dan is always like, dude, relax. You've never done this before, and I mean, he's talking about, coming to Australia, figuring shit out. It's crazy. I have never done this before in my life. And he's like, you've literally never done this before? Like, it's fine. Like, stop being so hard on yourself if things aren't working out or maybe things aren't exactly flowing the way you want them to. So I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that on like a larger scale. When we come onto this planet, we literally get dumped here as a baby with no memory most of the time of who we are on a divine level or even on an extraterrestrial level, or that there is even any level other than here. And we get dropped here, and then we get raised by beings who also got dropped here and just tried to figure shit out, and their parents and their parents and their parents. So really, the only example we have is from people who have tried to figure it out and found certain things that maybe worked for them, and other things worked for other people. And so I think it's really important that we acknowledge that and realize that anyone who is here right now, unless you have some extra information from a higher dimension or you have a specific connection to that, all the information you could possibly have is just from people who have done trial and error. So don't get too caught up if what other people are doing isn't working for you. There is no manual for what actually works. And we're all different beings. We all have different bodies. And we're all, for that matter, a lot of us are from completely different planets or galaxies or dimensions. So really, to expect the same thing to work for everyone is completely ridiculous. But I wanted to talk about and just mention, like, if you feel like you're having a really hard time with this Earth thing, cut yourself a little slack. You may have been here before, but there's a good chance that you don't remember it. And even if you do, it's not like enough to be like, I've got this shit figured out. We don't remember stuff like that. And as we become more conscious, though, like, we can tap into that. But even that, when it comes to planet Earth, again, was only trial and error. And that might not work for you in this life as it did in the last life. So I just wanted to say, because it's like something I feel like I need to hear too, is relax. You've never done this before. Not in this body. Not in this life. If things aren't working out or you feel completely stressed, it's okay. Now, I realize not a lot of people have this perspective, so you might not get that same kind of like, dude, it's fine from other people. But as a part of self-love, it's really important that we acknowledge that for ourselves. Because if we don't, we just stress ourselves out thinking we should know what we're doing when we literally have never been here before. Some of us less times than others. Me, for instance, I've actually only been on this planet a handful of times. This planet does not feel like home to me. I feel like I'm more like on a working holiday. I'm here, figure out this human stuff, I've got my own stuff, but then I'm also here to do stuff on the planet, very, very specifically, having to do with where I come from. So I need to cut myself a little slack. I often say, oh my God, like, this human body, like, I don't get it. Like, I don't function well in it, And, and then, I have to tell myself, of course, I chose this body, I chose this life for a reason, and I need to honor that. Like, don't just be like, oh my God, why am I here? I did that on purpose for a specific thing. I came in very consciously, we all do, of the life we're coming into, and then we live it out. So I just wanted to say that If you're feeling like everything is falling apart and you don't know what's going on, you don't know what to do, breathe. It's okay. All is in divine order. And just remember, being human is not easy. That's why we came here. You know, it's like we went to the gym and got like the most hardcore trainer and just went, I'm going to do this for 100 years, give or take a few years. Like on a soul level. That's what we did. It's crazy. When you get here, you're like, why the heck would I do that? But, you know, as a higher being, we obviously know this stuff is good. I know I'm learning so much here. It's really intense. Just cut yourself a little slack. It's okay. Take it a step at a time. Reevaluate. Try to do something different. But don't kill yourself over it, literally and metaphorically. You know, just, being human is hard. It's okay to stumble and fall. If it was easy, everyone would be having the most perfect life ever. Clearly, that's not happening for most people. So that was just something I was thinking about. I feel like I really need to step into that space of allowance and just taking a deep breath and saying, okay, no, this is hard. Like, stop downplaying that it's hard, because it is. You know, it's like, you know, you wouldn't downplay, you know, becoming a concert pianist. It's hard. You don't downplay becoming a really amazing actor or anything that is really intense. You don't downplay how hard it is to get there. Being human is literally one of the most difficult things in the universe to do. You don't get there overnight. We're not masters of being human. It's very infrequent. In fact, I don't know if anyone's actually mastered being human. So anyway, that's something I just wanted to talk about. Again, I feel like I really needed this for myself, and I just feel like a lot of people need that right now. You guys, we're getting into the home stretch of this awakening. You know, it's been coming for hundreds of years, and we are finally awakening. So much amazing stuff is going on the planet. So much intense, crazy stuff is going on the planet. But we are here for a reason. Our soul specifically chose to be in this time, in this reality, because we knew on a deep level we could actually handle it. That was the point. So hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Give yourself a little pat on the back for being human. It's kind of cray-cray. Give yourself a bath. Read a book. Do a little meditating. Relax. Give yourself a moment to relax, because high five, you made it this far being human, which is insane. It's crazy. It's amazing. Go you. Go me. Go everyone. Go us. We are all the same person, or consciousness, or whatever. Kind of like all the same person, but in different bodies. So many blessings, you guys. Have a wonderful day. My social media links are in the description below. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.
We are the universe perceiving itself.